Hi, Happy New Year. This is my market update for the month of January. We're gonna go ahead and jump right in. The first thing we wanna talk about is a question that had come up a lot last year when people are looking to purchase a home. You know, one of the big things that people look at is how much they're gonna put down. And the question is, should I wait and save and put more down, or should I put less down now and pay mortgage insurance? And so there's a lot of thought leaders out there that are telling people that you should never buy a house unless you put 20% or more down, and certainly having a larger down payment has its benefits. Here's a few. Number one, if you put 20% or more down, you're not gonna pay what's called mortgage insurance, which is an insurance for the lender to make sure that that loan is a safe loan when we go to sell it to our investor. Putting less money down makes the loan just a little bit more risky, and so it requires a certain monthly payment from the borrower called mortgage insurance. All right, so you're not gonna pay that if you put 20% down. Putting 20% down gives you a little bit of a hedge against values going down. So if you put 20% down and home values go down, they haven't for a long time, but if they do, you would still be able to sell your house. It'd be a lot harder for you to get to that place where you're upside down or you owe more on your home than what it's worth. So you're gonna have more equity in your home from the start of the process. Now, that being said, we want to talk about the benefits of mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance is cheaper than it's ever been. And if someone last year, 2020 we're talking about, was to buy a home at the beginning of the year and put 5% down because they didn't have 20% to put down, and they were to pay a little bit of mortgage insurance, around $100 a month, by the end of 2020, because of how much appreciation they had, most of those people have been able to refinance, get rid of their mortgage insurance, and probably realize about 8 to 10% equity in their property, whereas the person that waited to purchase a home because they didn't have 20% down missed out on all of that appreciation and was still on the sidelines buying a home at a higher price. And so that's not always the way that it works. But what's important is when you look at purchasing a home, look at the pros and cons of, should I put 20% down or should I put less down, and maybe invest some of that money or save some of that money and create a reserve or a 6-month oh no fund in a bank account. So these are some of the things that we always look at when someone's considering putting money down. The last thing we want to touch on is just what we're seeing currently for the month of January in the housing market. Mortgage rates right now are in the low to mid 2s, depending on what kind of mortgage you're looking at. So unbelievable rates. People that bought a house last year could probably refinance right now. So we will see a lot of people refinancing as we go forward in 2021 because only half of the people in America that could take advantage of low rates have done that. And there's still a lot of people out there that are gonna take advantage of low rates. We also wanna look at inventory. Inventory here in Shasta County is right around 420 homes for sale. I personally have never seen it that low. That trend is true for much of California, much of the nation. And what we're really seeing is a lot of people that want to sell a home, but they don't know where they're going to go. Anyone that wants to sell a house generally has to have a replacement home. And a lot of those people aren't seeing a replacement home out there. And so it's kind of keeping the housing market gridlocked. So hopefully as we head into the spring and summer, we'll continue to see new construction sort of leading the way and creating more inventory for people to purchase. We still have a lot of people moving into the Redding area from some of the bigger cities as a result of COVID and the lockdowns. And most experts in this area are not thinking we're going to see things slow down, and that we're probably going to continue to see some appreciation in 2021. And with rates being as low as they are, it's certainly going to help that. So as always, if there's any questions you have for me, feel free to call me or text me anytime. I hope you and your family are having a happy new year and a good January so far, and we'll talk to you soon.